So we've got a splitter, so we can stream from a PlayStation 3. So get ready for lots of references to how we're on a PlayStation 3 system and we're using Blu-ray discs now, and it's the future. But I just gonna tweet out my stream link real quick. Yeah, the game saves automatically at certain points. The stream UI has indeed changed, Woodaber. Yes, I spent all of 2 minutes recoloring everything. Although the background is from Zone of the Enders, not Metal Gear Solid 4. But you can't see that because most of it's covered by the stream nonsense. So I quite like Old Snake's theme song. But yeah, happy Pride, everyone. We're gonna stream a very appropriate game about two gay dads traveling the world trying to make the planet a better place for their adoptive daughter. So while Pepsi Dog makes some more drinks, what are our favourite Metal Gear ships so far? I'm a big Snake and Otacon, Solid Snake and Otacon shipper. I also like, obviously, Big Boss and Young Ocelot. But I feel like those are like, you know, the two obvious ones. Like, I've seen Master Miller and well, no, we've seen Master Miller. He's in MGS1. I was talking about what's up. Oh,
This is the last cutscene in the game. That's on screen.
well, it's also the first cutscene in the game.
I get it.
Well, chronologically, it's the first scene in the game. Yeah, I was talking about ships and Master Miller and or Kazuhira Miller and Ocelot from MGS5. Seen that as a ship.
Yeah.
Say the streams have made me more into Snocelot. Excellent.
Yeah,
Then
you're a big
the
Snocelot
virus
fan.
spreads.
Yeah. I think we're both as Artasane is our main.
Artasane is the main one, I think, and I love this game for being, as I mentioned before, about two gay dads traveling the world, trying to make it a better place for their adopted daughter. I should have pressed the start button. Bro, don't do this to me.
But I do like Snoss a lot.
Snocelot, I think, is very fun. Oh, it's going to play some of the commercials for us. Yes. This is just like 90% of VR games I see advertised on Steam.
Between MGS3 and MGS4, Because you watched one Paul Verhoeven movie and was like, oh my god.
I forgot it does that. It plays the weird commercials for you. I think I want to watch the interview with David Hayter.
Yeah,
that's the best one.
Much common parlance in our household comes from the David Hayter.
Why are you here wearing an eye patch? I don't need to install the game, it's already installed. I could go into the virtual range just to remember the controls, but I think it'll be funnier if I just completely fuck up the first.
Old Snake plays in my head for like lots of moments.
Yeah. The interviewer is Big Mama's actress, right? Oh, I didn't know that. That's a very interesting piece of trivia. I watched the one where they chop up the octopus. That is also another good one. They're all pretty funny.
Solid normal.
Solid normal.
Liquid Easy. Okay, put some respect on his name. Hold the phone. Liquid had it easy, okay?
Yeah.
Shut up, Moses. What a piss take.
Liquid Easy, Naked Normal. I forgot what all these mean. Liquid Easy, for players who aren't good at action games. For players who don't like it too easy, Naked Normal. Solid Normal, for players who are skilled at action games. This is the normal setting for Europe and North America. They can handle it in Europe and North America. For players who want to test their limits, the Boss Extreme. For players who want to experience ultimate thrills. That's a very misleading way of describing the Big Boss Extreme, or the Boss Extreme difficulty. It's just bullshit. It's actually...
For players who want bullshit.
For players who just want bullshit, yeah. Or no, maybe just, it's just bullshit. I'm tempted to go Liquid Easy just because I'm not a huge
shit for this game.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the quote unquote difficulty in this game. I think it's just nonsense. And I like being able to just fanny about. So I might. Hello?
Ooh, okay, that's cut out for a second. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. That might just happen again. Even for Raging Raven, easy is worth. Right. So as long as I'm not going to be judged, I might just go Liquid Easy because I don't want to have to, I don't want to have to redo cutscenes and stuff. So let's go Liquid Easy. Plus, I like Liquid Snake.
Yeah.
Right.
This one goes out to Liquid.
Liquid Easy.
Accomplished actor, screenwriter, voice of a generation.
Well,
Citizen of the world.
yeah, well, I never...
Ripped from the comfortable childhood in Canada, thrown into the turbulent waters of adolescence in Kobe, Japan. How did you stay afloat?
You mean in high school? Well, my dad got transferred overseas, and it was a really excellent experience, actually. I was really grateful for it.
Grateful. What is your biggest secret, David?
Pardon me?
You can tell us.
Oh, well, it's not much of a secret, but I have a tattoo of Kobe behind my ear.
Tattoo!
Something
Splendid!
secret. I mean, you talked about it so much,
Yeah, it's not terribly big.
What are you wearing?
What do you mean?
Why are you here?
Oh, well, I was hoping to promote my new movie. I'm just coming off of the set.
No, David
Imagine
Hayter.
a world where
Why?
David Hayter's promoting his new movie.
Wearing
This is the real dystopia.
Oh, the eye patch. This is pretty cool, actually. Gives me real-time information and weather, traffic reports. Actually watching a baseball game as we speak.
What drives you? What are your dreams?
Well, I'd have to say my dream project.
Let your dreams drive you. Oh, a message of hope to today's young people from David Hayter.
I never actually said that.
I love that interview so much. I don't want to watch this again.
Yeah.
Will you ever respect the face in your mirror? Will your children thank you for the sacrifices you're about to make? Our mission is to hear you say yes. Perfecting the world through conquest of technology. Protecting civilian contingent through strategic combat solutions.
Is that a crackling noise?
Werewolf. Evolution.
We have not worked out all the
Reinvented.
technical difficulties of this.
The crackling could be the ice in our cups.
That could be it. 'Cause I'm not seeing it when there's no noise from the capture device, but it could be when it's making noise that it's crackling.
Let us know how the audio is.
Good fun. I'm a big fan of the MGS4 fun. Crackling all the sounds of the game. Ooh,
Oh,
that's
it's
bad.
definitely
That might
from
be
the
something we need to
capture.
work out. Yeah.
It's definitely from the capture device / game. Damn.
That bit of game capture. Maybe we might have to cut this short and
Not really sure what to do about that.
I listened to the audio when we were testing it and it seemed to be okay, but
Well,
clearly not.
what can we do about this?
I'd have to stop the stream to actually test it, but even then I would not have a solution ready. Because it's just that it's from the HDMI.
That's a bit of a letdown.
Womp womp. Could be loose cables. I did use an untested HDMI cable. I could
Right.
try switching out for a tried and true.
Yeah, we could do that.
I mean, it is doing this as well.
Yeah,
So,
sometimes.
you know what? I'm going to say it's the cable.
Right. Shall we
right.
try and do a switch of cables?
You keep everyone entertained while I...
Keep everyone entertained. I feel like we should restart the cutscene as well, because this really hits if you watch it from the beginning. But we can watch more of the weird adverts.
Is this one from your PS5?
Possibly.
If it works, is all I'm asking. Oh, I mean, I can just check if it's plugged into the PS5.
Yeah. I think the one from the PS5 is pretty good.
Okay.
What does Merle think of veggie straws? I don't know what that is. Is that just chopped veggies, so they're in little sticks? Because, yeah, that sounds pretty good.
It could be the handle of some renowned internet Nazi. You just said that.
I've just said veggie straws is actually a really problematic Twitter account, and you've just said that you think he's alright. This will get added to your lore file on why you're a terrible person.
Okay, I switched out the cables.
Right.
Did the image go out for a second just to make sure it actually
I
did
think
something?
so.
Okay.
Right, let's just
Try playing it for a bit and give us feedback whether it's still crackling. No crackle.
No crackle.
Hey, that was bad
Sick.
cable. I'm throwing that one out.
Okay.
It was just one that I saw laying by the side and I was like, sure, that's a cable.
Well, I won't restart the game. Let's.
Has changed.
There we go. He said the line.
It's no longer about nations, ideologies, or ethnicity. It's an endless series of proxy battles fought by mercenaries and machines.
I should
War
put subtitles
and
on.
its consumption of life has become a well-oiled machine.
War has changed.
Sweet. Low frame rate. We're so
ID
back.
tag soldiers carry
The power of the
ID tag
PlayStation
weapons,
3.
use ID tag gear.
I love the
Nanochips
PlayStation 3
You're about to
aesthetic.
kill me for daring to say anything against the PlayStation 3.
Genetic control, information control, emotion
I
control.
mean, you know, it'd be nice if it had any games.
Battlefield control.
Everything is monitored and kept under control. War has changed. The age of deterrence has become the age of control. All in the name of averting catastrophe from weapons of mass destruction. And he who controls the battlefield controls history. War has changed. When the battlefield is under total control, war becomes routine.
Yeah. I do love this depiction of war as just being a bunch of guys running around in plain sight just shooting each other. It's like a fucking paintball game.
Keep up the pace.
So in case it's not clear, Snake's gun just jammed and won't fire. He didn't have the right ID tag to use the gun. Snake never kills in cutscenes. Well, get used to that changing, because I'm going to do plenty of killing in this game.
Oh yeah.
Right, first thing. Controls, audio, video,
Subtitles,
cutscene
both
subtitles, on in-game subtitles. Do we need in-game subtitles? I think feel not.
Okay.
Oh, well,
so
okay, let's turn it on. In-game music on. That's fine. Display, that's all good. Right. Wow, we're in a battlefield. Crawl under here and... Good. I've forgotten how I go down. I should have gone into the firing range.
Right.
Right, back to cutscene.
Sit back.
It's...
Congratulate you on a really good section there.
I pulled that
Flawless,
off.
no damage taken.
Well, you know, I stumbled a bit at remembering how to go prone, but,
And you know, you were like, should I put the subtitles on?
I had to navigate a menu. It strikes me that there are no cutscenes here. No subtitles here. No cutscenes, what am I talking about?
Okay.
This is all gameplay?
I guess all these characters are just like that. It's not subtitles. I do love the Snake always having a dart in his mouth for a lot of MGS4.
To make a weapon available for use, ready it by selecting weapons from the menu screen.
Okay. For some reason, I can just use this one.
But didn't I do that? Right, good job.
Another thrilling piece of gameplay there.
Mm-hmm.
Stay on the offensive! We need backup! Hit him hard!
mooing? What the? Some kind of cow on the battlefield?
Woodver, thank you for the acknowledgement. I am the world's #1 MGS4 fan. I mean, it's not exactly a packed field, I will say. It's easy to be #1 in a field of like 3 people.
I think it's next stream we'll get the Raiden banner.
Almost certainly.
That's good.
I mean, this is one of my favourite cutscenes in any game ever.
Hearing Gendo's movie about it.
It's going to take me a while to remember the controls of this game. I should have gone into the firing range. Oscuba. Ground 0.
Head north, and try not to run into any gecko along the way.
Right. Well, that should be easy enough.
Good job.
Yeah.
You went north.
Head north. So the secret to that section is you just head north.
You just go in the direction that you're told.
Better light up a
Light
dart.
up that dart, baby. Tough bit of warring.
I do like how we get on.
Wait, we were Snake this whole time?
Wait. He's old? Old Snake?
What age did you get to when your title card appears like multiple
I'm already old.
Hey, wait a minute.
So my title card comes up with like liquid Merle and then switches to old Merle and I'm like, hey, fuck off!
Snake's ass does go crazy. Like the sneaking suit is
Oh, yeah.
sculpted.
The power of the PlayStation 3, baby.
Oh my god, this is truly high definition.
I love this. We've analyzing invalid.
Can't kill this.
Wait a minute.
Let's make a video.
Yeah.
That's gas. I remember everyone expressing what was talking about how I couldn't think there would be a better looking game than this. I think everyone had a game like that. For me, it was Super Smash Bros. Melee. Where when I was young, I was like, no game will ever look better than Super Smash Bros. Melee.
I think for me, it's possibly it's either Okami or Journey.
Old Snake.
The old
I mean,
Snake
Journey
theme
does
goes-
still look like you almost cheating with Journey because I still look at Journey and go, well, they couldn't have made it look better. than
Yeah,
this.
remember watching Journey, like playing Journey on my PS3 and being like, I couldn't believe something so incredible was happening on my television screen. I was like, this looks phenomenal. No game will ever look as good as this. And it's because it has a little thing called an art style.
Yeah,
rather
like
than
Zephyrian
just...
saying Okami, another game with an art style, so it's now it's still like unparalleled.
Yeah, exactly. Like Jet Set Radio still looks really fucking good, and it's like a Dreamcast game.
Gun.
Look at that gun. I can't believe he was using a gun. Better cut his hands off.
Don't know why that tickled me so much. Extra punishment for a dead guy. Oh, there's your one.
Shoot the dead body. Come on, man. So, there's one thing I don't like about this game, and it's a gripe I have with a lot of games, and permit me to get on my... permit me to get... There's just one thing I don't like about this game. Lens effects.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like...
in-camera effects on
Yeah.
in games.
I don't like lens flares. I don't like...
Rain on the camera, blood on the camera.
Yeah, rain and blood or dirt on camera lens. I don't like lens effects in films because I think they make you aware of the fact that, like, you know...
Exception being Children of Men.
Children of Men, it was one of the first films I realised was doing it, and I thought was like, oh my god, this is, like, really visceral. But then when I watch it back now, I am sort of tainted by the fact that every fucking film does it. And I'm like, oh, right, I'm not actually there with Clive Owen crawling on my belly through, like, the middle of a battlefield.
In a car.
Yeah,
You know?
or in a car. Like, I'm actually watching a film, and there's a camera that has got like CGI, like, dirt on it. And I think it's worse in games as well. Like, it's meant to make it super immersive, having like lens flares and like dirt and scratches on the camera lens, and it's just like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? There's no camera here. There's no lens. Like, there shouldn't be lens flares in a game. Like, your eyes don't see lens flares. Like, unless I guess you've got like astigmatism, in which like you see something, you see something kind of similar, but like, you know, the over reliance on them in video games, I just think is and films as well is like, I don't know. I feel like it's
J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, J.J. Abrams. Take it to The Hague. I don't know why it's important that it was 3 days earlier.
You flew out straight after this.
Remember all those scenes from MGS3? That's what we're calling back to, baby. This game is just full of, like, self-references to the rest of the other MGS games. It's a little bit self-indulgent, you could say.
Yeah. Would remain the point that they don't believe that immersion exists, so basically they don't mind those so much. Generally, I agree, I don't believe in immersion myself, but at the same time, I'm like, I think it's kind of like pathetic for games to be aping movies in the way that having lens flare.
Exactly.
I'm like, come on, do your own thing. Like, stop being like, oh, we're like movies.
It's not that it's like less immersive. It's that it's more sort of like like I say, I think there have been lens effects in films that I've been like, oh, that's kind of cool because it does sort of like make it feel more visceral. But I think it's over-relied on as a like technique to try and make the thing feel immersive, and that's what annoys me about it. It's an attempt to make the film feel immersive, and in fact, it's just.
By the way, brief intermission. Otacon strip, yay or nay?
Turtleneck.
Turtleneck, big yay from me.
Yeah.
Coat, big nay. I don't like the trench coat.
I think it's alright.
I like the lab coat more
Judging by how
on Otacon than a trench
The
coat.
white
like that.
trench coat.
Yeah.
A year at best, right?
Yeah. Snake's got advanced aging because he's a clone.
Play old Snake again, baby. That wasn't even you. That was your dad that did that thing with the petal.
Yeah.
And at the grave as well.
Yeah, the saluting at the grave and suddenly having flashbacks to MGS3. There's no way Snake could have known that happened. Remember Fox Die?
Oh yeah.
You're right.
There's a trophy I don't think I have, which is to watch all of the flashback scenes.
Naomi.
This game suggests Snake has Assassin's Creed genetic memory. It really does. Remember Naomi?
Remember her?
Remember how she used to look like a bunch of polygons?
Snake.
Colonel. Good to see you.
Campbell's a dirty old bastard in this one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a colonel anymore, Snake.
I figured the only place I'd see you dressed like that would be at your daughter's wedding. What are you doing these days?
I'm working for an organization under the UN Security Council. The Analysis and Assessment Staff of the PMC Oversight and Inspection Committee.
Yeah, I remember the resolution being passed a few years ago.
Snake is a clone, and that is
Came across some
why he is
information
old
in
here
my
when he's
work.
only like, what's he meant to be like, 38 or something here?
Yeah, he's not old, but he's aged
Yeah.
super
the
fast
Middle
because of his
East.
being a clone. Yeah, like, just going back to the
I'll
lens
explain
thing,
along
because
the
it's a bugbear of mine.
We've got to stop.
I don't. It's not that I think they're like over relied
Before
on
it's
as a
too
technique.
late.
Is my thing with them. I don't think they're inherently bad or inherently good. They're a technique.
It's just that.
But it does feel sort of like Craven of me to Craven to me of games to be like aping cinema so much that like, oh, we need lens flares because there needs to be a lens.
And also some directors, like, anytime that the sun is in shot, it's like, now's my time to put a lens flare
Yeah.
in shot, and it's like, oh, come on, like, spare me a little.
Yeah. And yeah, like the scratches on the lens in that scene we saw earlier, it's just like, what is scratched here? Like, the lens that simply does not exist in, like, we are not watching this universe through a lens. Like, this is a video game.
The narrator here is, like, wearing glasses.
I think there are things that games can do that films can't.
Yeah.
It's baffling to me that games...
2 eggs today?
Sunny's eggs, let's go!
Yes.
7, 8, 9, 2, 5, 9, 0, 3, 6, 0, 3, 3, 0, 5, 3, 0, 5, 4, 8,
Certified hood classic, this song. Those are some digits.
Liquid Sun.
I know for a lot of people, like, MGS4 was their first Metal Gear Solid game, and at this point you must have been like, huh? Like,
Yeah, fully like baffled as to what's going on. The guy I thought was Adam Driver is Otacon.
Oh yeah. Okay, casting for the Metal Gear Solid movie, Adam Driver is Otacon. That's locked in.
I can see that.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
What's the situation?
I'm just inside the city limits. This place is crawling with lizards.
AT Corps' unmanned bipedal weapons, officially designated Irving by the U.S. military. They've spread like wildfire among the PMCs. There are more of those things now in service than tanks. They've got tough armor
Fully
plating and are
animated
highly
codec calls
agile
were
to
finally
boot.
here.
Yeah.
Your best bet is to
This is
stay
the
out
power
of
of
their
the
sights.
of the PlayStation
Man,
3.
Dual
and
layers.
Pretty soon they'll
Blu-ray.
put living, breathing soldiers out of work.
Even so, that's an awful lot of gecko for this scenario. Their numbers exceed the war price for that region. It must have something to do with Liquid's arrival on the scene.
You really think he's here?
You'll have to find the Army's operatives and ask them yourself. Oh, and Snake, I went ahead and
There's a
used
guy
the
in
Mark II
Furiosa
to
that
scout
everyone's
out the
saying
area before
looks
your
like he
arrival.
could play Snake.
You'll find it up ahead.
Mark
So
II.
we'll take him
It's
for
a
Snake
remote mobile
without
terminal.
any other knowledge.
Sonny and I built it. The Mark II will provide you with a map of the area as well as any battle situation data. You should find it before you do anything else.
Okay, got it.
The rendezvous point is
He's a
marked on
turf.
your
Alright,
map.
forget it.
I'll be waiting
We'll
for you
take
there.
Yeah,
Who else is
get
like
him out of here.
Snake?
People used to say Hugh Jackman would make a good Snake.
I mean, he's old Snake now.
Snake is old.
That's true.
Octo camo and advanced camouflage. Right. Seems like the
It's
split.
still gonna do that. I
The
guess.
splitter,
yeah.
I think, has
Some
has
problems.
an advanced camouflage suit inspired by the mimicry ability of the octopus. If the wearer lies still or doesn't move when pressed up against a wall, the suit can imitate the color and texture of the wall or ground surfaces, fooling both the naked eye and infrared sensors. So it keeps turning auto aim on, and I think that's because of the difficulty setting I'm on. Trying to remember. How do I turn auto aim off? Oh, it's square, right. I'm trying to remember how I... Right, there we go. Yeah, so this game plays very differently to other Metal Gear games in that, like... Yeah, you have, like, an aim down sights mode in basically every gun, which you did have in MGS3, I think, but, and maybe MGS1 2 as well. But like you have a third person aiming mode. You can what other controls should I remember before we move on?
How do you like change your camo to just have to stay still or something?
So the way you change your camo is you just stay still up against a wall, and you'll automatically change to match it. So it shows you your camo index in the top corner there. It is impressive the amount of like textures you can blend in with. I mean, that doesn't
It's
look
not
super
great,
convincing.
yeah.
But you can also, I think, go into the... I could have sworn there's a way to manually change your camo. Ah, well. But yeah, crouch walking is a big, like a huge technology. In that now you don't need to stand up to move around. Although excessive crouch walking will make Snake's back hurt because he's old now.
Yeah, he's an old ass.
I think these guys are the PMC soldiers. I like this system in the game. PMCs are here to fight against the insurgents. You can pick a side in the conflict.
I'm actually going to side with the company man here. I think they're cool. I think Oscar Isaac played like Snake in like.
Ooh.
Aren't they already doing that? Like.
Are they?
I thought there's already talked about a Metal Gear Solid like movie or TV thing, and Oscar Isaac is
Neither
Snake.
side is your enemy.
I've not.
no
This is
point
just something that people
whatsoever
talk
in you
about, like
getting into a
Quentin
fight.
Tarantino
Got
Star
it?
Trek movie, as if it's like definitely happening. But
Huh.
it's okay. But at the same time, I don't know. I mean, the obvious choice, like 20 years ago, is Kurt Russell as Snake, but
Yeah.
as old Snake, you know.
Forgotten how you like pat people down to like pick up these weapons. You want more ammunition? I think that's Arsenal Compress. Medicinal Compress effective against muscle aches, sore joints, and bruises. Restores psych when used.
This one goes out to Arsenal FC.
There's nobody here.
Don't scare me like that.
Please
don't shoot!
Getting shot. Ooh! Ooh, you shot me. Ooh,
Damn.
Ooh, ooh.
They did him dirty. We've got the stun knife. Ready to knife with the L1 button. Use the R1 button to strike with the blade, and R1 to emit the electric
R2.
shock attack. R2. The stun gun cannot emit a shock until the charge meter is full.
Scarlett Johansson should play Snake. I kind of fuck with that. That'd be good.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Tilda Swinton as Major Zero.
I forgot what I have to.
We're going gender bent for every role.
What am I doing?
Hands up.
Right, I'm just remembering how to.
You can pick up guns dropped by both the militia and the PMCs. Remember though, PMC weapons are locked. You can't use them. If only there was some way to get rid of the locks.
If only.
Thanks for that information.
I've forgotten whether I want to. Oh yeah, I can like pat people down to.
Just give me a little pat on
Find
the back.
what
Be
you're
like,
looking
you did a
for.
good job, you know. It didn't go as you planned, but good effort.
Oh, I didn't get the other item. You have to like press when it gives you a.
Connection.
Right.
reload on
I
it,
think I
something.
can't remember whether guys like sort of knock him out. I can't remember whether guards like get up if you leave them. Because in MGS3 they just stay down if you tell them to freeze. Whereas in this, I think they get up after a little while.
Have you ever tried crouch walking?
Yeah, it's really hard.
Yeah.
I
When I played like
very difficult to walk around like this.
like airsoft for a bit, and you try crouch walking, it's like, oh my god. I could do this for maybe like that's the stuff. I could do this for maybe 30 seconds, and then I need to stop.
So I think you can hide there from. There's a bunch of guys around here, I think, and there's some guards walk past, and you can hide as one of the statues. But oh, there we go. Back's playing up.
us.
We want to get up above, I think. How do we get up there? It's that way, isn't it?
Stress me, you're going crazy. Not 1%.
Snake,
No.
press the crawl button while running to execute a roll. Rolling can help you dodge enemy attacks and get past small gaps and obstacles.
Don't teach your grandma how to roll. Oh, I've been rolling since way back.
Whoops.
Get up.
No, I don't want to wake him up. Get up.
I want to fucking throw you again.
I'd really rather not, actually. Can I... There we go. Reapply my stun. So you can't search them for items while they're unconscious, which is quite weird.
It's only while they're like frozen.
Yeah, while you've like held them up.
Vaulting technology. This was truly the 7th generation. The 7th generation was all about vaulting chest level.
Yeah. Chest level,
Ledges.
like chest level walls. Oh, I got a ration. Cover systems. They loved cover systems. Peeking out from the cover system. And hide in the bin. Now I believe. Oh right, yeah, we need to go in there. So you have like a little radar on the top right which tells you where you're supposed to be going. Snake, if your back is hurting, I'm not sure it's a tumble rolling routine is gonna make things better. Still, for all its problems, this game has aged better than those cover shooters from this gen. I mean,
I'm a fondness for Mass Effect, which to me is the quintessential like cover shooter.
Mass Effect 2 anyway.
Yeah. Mass Effect 2 and 3. Like 3 just adopted 2's way of playing, but
It's me, Snake.
Snake.
Snake, it's me.
Otacon.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Snake. Allow me to introduce
But,
Metal
Gears
Gear
of War,
Mark
I have no defense for.
Metal Gear.
Gears of War is probably
That's
the
right.
quintessential like
Just
cover shooter
like
of the
Rex.
7th gen.
Yeah, I think Gears of War sort of broke a lot of game devs' minds.
Mm.
They were like, we need to just make this game. Oh, I should have been
But this gear's
flashbacking.
not
Well,
a
that's
weapon.
that trophy gone.
It's a remote mobile terminal designed to provide you with operational support.
No.
I like the Mark II.
Yeah.
I'm in the Nomad. Where else? I'll be watching you through the Mark II.
Wish I was good with gadgets.
Hey, I'll be with you in spirit. Anyway, because you had to dress up as a militiaman, I had the Mark II bring you some goodies. Starting with this.
Because you had to go through all that
on
hardship
your
of,
left eye.
like, wearing a cloak.
An eye patch.
I call it the Solid Eye.
Couldn't have given me this on the
It's an
helicopter.
all-purpose
Developed this in
goggle
the past
that
3
displays
days.
radar images
Yeah.
and other data in 3D. You can also switch it over to light amplifying night vision.
That ladder's hot as fuck.
Grab onto it.
The rebels are out there.
It looks like they've got the government's PMC troops beat, at least in.
This is good.
I know this is a
Don't know why
sneaky
that's
mission,
happening every like
but you'll need to protect
15
yourself.
minutes.
Don't know what we can do to stop that either.
I think that's just the
That might-
limitation of the splitter.
Yeah.
An operator.
I installed a suppressor. And here's a tranquilizer gun.
Just in case you don't want to murder people.
Fuck that.
How thoughtful.
It predates the implementation of the system. By some miracle, it was never recycled. It's getting tough these days finding decent guns that aren't controlled.
God forbid.
You coming?
Of course. I'll follow you wherever you go. Like this. I'll activate stealth so it doesn't attract any attention. If you need it, just bring up the start button menu.
Got it.
Snake, the informants who said they saw liquid here should be a little further up. Head for the rendezvous point. I've placed a mark on the radar in the upper right corner of the Solid Eye. It's a war zone out there. Stay on your toes.
Yeah. Mark II pistol. Right. Operator. Solid Eye. Metal Gear Mark II.
Snake, it's kind of a schlep, but I've sent you data
Truly,
on an
a weapon
alternate
to surpass Metal Gear
Follow
is a
the mark on your
camcorder but
radar.
on legs.
Yeah. So, something I
Mark
don't
II is
really
more than
use
just
that
a
much.
communications terminal.
You can now
It's got
just
a
like
lot of other
control the Mark
functions
II.
as well. Try taking it for a spin. See for yourself what it can do.
Forgotten what it can do. It can, yeah, it can like stun people. You can use it for like advanced scouting, but I don't really use it that much. Also, Solid Eye can be very useful for like. It's basically your binoculars. Although it has like a battery that needs to be recharged. I think if you just keep it on like this, it shows you the allegiance of different soldiers around you, and also gives you like a radar. Right, yeah, so these guys are militiamen. Don't really want to. Ooh.
Tiny bit of health, you damage you take down look pretty easy.
Yeah. This is the first time Otacon has used Yiddish. I think so. I don't remember him using it in MGS2. Oh, right, okay. It's on there. So if you kill a bunch of militiamen, I think, or PMC guys, the militia will be more friendly to you. So we'll do a bit of that. We're not hitting him. Okay. We can't spare any reinforcements. See, they're like little heart icons coming up. They're like, yeah, you're on our side. They saw me killing militia. Ooh. Now I think them having seen me kill militia doesn't necessarily carry over to this part, so I might still have to sneak through the militia base.
It's pretty dark in there. Switch the solid eye to night vision mode.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? Yeah, so shooting the soldiers made these guys like me. So if you haven't taken a side in the conflict, these guys are all hostile to you. And if you've killed them, they're also hostile. But if they see you shooting soldiers, they're like, you're cool. And there's a bunch of stuff to loot in this underground base with a chicken. What's that? Regain tasty beverage with rejuvenating properties. Restores life and psych. So yeah, the psych gauge is something that hasn't been explained to us, but instead of the stamina gauge from MGS3, we have like the psych gauge. In
Yeah. Now simply being owned in dialogue is enough to lose stamina.
Yeah, I'm good. Great. Let's go. Right behind you.
Right, I guess these guys are dead. Ammunition. Who? Me. Hi there. We're friends.
I don't know how to say psyche. There's no E on the end of the psych meter, it's simply psych.
Yeah, well, I can't remember
Is
actually.
there an E on the end?
Psyche, maybe.
Oh, it is psyche. Nah.
Psyche. Oh,
Got your
okay.
ass there, it's not psych. Please say psych.
Look, I am kind of stupid. I've said this many times. Pentazomin. Right, well, let's slam a bunch of those immediately. Benzodiazepine class anti-anxiety drug, in addition to sedative effects, acts as a muscle relaxant, reducing hand tremors. Completely sort of meaningless item, honestly. Because this game sort of like massively improved, made more contemporary, like the aiming system. You don't ever really need to worry about aiming too much. Like in MGS1, oh yeah, you can pick up
Yes!
iPods, because we have an iPod. If I go into the items menu, yeah, here we go. Equip my iPod, my cigarettes, compress. Equip the regain as well. There we go. What weapons do I? Oh, I actually can't like use any of these because they're locked. Let's get rid of the handgun. If I'm gonna kill people, I'm gonna do it with the AK. Ah, here we go. Now I can customize my camo. So I think you can. Yeah, you can set it to like different things.
MGS3.
Yeah. Although there's not much point in like using this, like this menu to change your camo. Ooh, what style do we think for my my tactical webbing?
I wear so much like olive/khaki colored stuff. I'm trending towards olive, but you know, black goes with everything.
That's true. Black accessorizes quite well. Let's go olive drab. Right. Hi, friend.
Oh, it was you.
See a little heart.
Yeah.
You love me.
And those 4 ugly sons of bitches. Appearance may be strange. What the hell are you
Whoops.
doing here?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Good to see you're on our side.
Thanks, boss. I feel like I interrupted a moment. I'm sorry. I don't know how to go into first person without aiming a weapon.
So you're on our side, asshole.
Well, I didn't kill him, so he's like, oh, right, you must be cool.
Give me a little hug.
Cardboard box. What? It stopped to have a little heart moment. Sorry, I can't hear you over the generator. A gun merchant.
How's he doing? Get the locks off him. Oh, you again.
That never stops being funny to me. Oh, you again.
That weird old guy that's following us around.
Old guy that's been walking around.
What's going on?
They're killing you. Up there.
Bye.
RPG-7. Nice. Ration. I do like when you play this game multiple times through, you stop like caring about any of the storyline and just like you just beeline for any like pickups, because you want to try and like earn as much money as you can, and you can sell items to this guy. Oh shit, did I turn the octo camo off? This is how you catch a snake.
Yeah, exactly. You leave a gun out for him as a treat.
Narc.
There's a lot going on here.
Pretty sweet, huh? Whoa, hold it. Watch where you pointing that thing.
Who are you?
Neither enemy nor friend.
True ambivalence. I am a centrist.
Voila.
I mean,
You're
an
not with the
arms
militia.
manufacturer.
You're not
kinda.
PMC.
I'm a weapons wholesaler, All shapes,
I'm
all
Quark from that
sizes.
episode of
But there's no
DS9
need
where
to
he was
worry,
selling
'cause
guns.
all that shit's been laundered.
Laundered.
Ooh. Ooh. It's fine.
I take ID guns like the PMCs use and make some mods. Then you can use them without having to match IDs.
What about I am a Drebin hater? He is trying way too hard. Yeah, I think I'm on the same page as you. I like the concept, but like,
Yeah, they use that
he's
all
just way too sort of
There are
like,
more
I'm
of you.
quirky because
all over the world.
why not?
Not that I ever
Yeah.
met any of them personally. Me, I'm Drebin number 893. You ain't a registered PMC employee, are you? You need a guy like me. Consider it a welcome gift. Take it. The M4, the official carbine model used by the U.S. Army, developed from the M16 service rifle. This one's a top-of-the-line model, real popular with the big PMCs. High precision, not like that
I
government
didn't know
issue
guns
shit.
could open like that.
It's free-floating, of course. Relax, that barrel's clean.
Is the hider CQC compatible?
The beauty of this sucker is that it's got a lot of customizable parts.
Just gonna ignore that. Never heard of CQC.
Yeah, the super secret martial art that only Snake knows. Why would he even ask?
Yeah, well, you know, I get a lot of noobs around here. And if you need them, I got a wide selection of aftermarket parts as well.
The frame's pretty rigid. No rattle.
Go ahead, give her a squeeze.
I can't pull the trigger.
Really? That's weird.
What's weird?
Me when
Wait,
I can't
got
shoot a
it.
gun.
I bet you're using an older
If that happens 3 more
generation
times, I'm gonna
machine.
pass out.
Older version.
Sometimes they don't really jive with the new system.
Seriously, who are you?
Whoa, slow down. Oh, yeah. My day job's working at AT Security. I'm in charge of production control. So I get my hands on all the ID chips before they're even registered. Have a sip. It's a side of AT.
I didn't drink that garbage.
From the looks of it,
Narc
you ain't
cola.
with any state army,
More of a Pepsi guy.
but you ain't exactly green.
I mean, as Cade Bastion just said, CQC does in
I'm guessing
most circumstances mean close quarter combat, but it's also the very general name of the martial art that
Like
only the boss.
trademarked name for the boss's martial art.
Yeah. And there's an explanation in this game as to why Snake didn't do CQC up until this game. And so he thought it was too powerful and he didn't want to like introduce it into the battlefield.
What's
Yeah.
your take on Emoticon?
I don't particularly like the guy, but it looks like we'll need his help with those ID guns. Sonny's been doing a little sleuthing for us. Drebin, a well-known gun launderer in war economy circles. He's a businessman who deals mainly in
In terms
selling
of
black
like
market
developments
firearms to
to the
small
battlefield, I
PMCs
think
and local militia.
CQC had a bigger
Somalia,
impact than
the
like
Balkans,
nuclear weapons.
Lebanon,
You know?
Darfur, Chechnya, Timor, Peru, the Punjab,
Liquid
Kashmir,
leaked
Colombia.
CQC to
This guy
Reddit,
really
so Snake
gets
said,
around.
well, fuck it.
How does he pull it off anyway?
You can create a non-ID gun by replacing the ID recognition chip with a counterfeit version. This enables you to bypass the ID recognition process and use the gun. The problem is that there's still a record of the chip being replaced on the system side. Drebin's an employee of AT Security. He must have connections on the inside erasing records for him.
You think the Patriots are involved somehow?
I'm not so sure.
If the Patriots were running the system from behind the scenes, then a weasel like Drebin would be a real pain in their collective ass.
Can he be trusted?
Remember, Drebin's a green collar. He makes his living off the war economy. He doesn't let emotions get in the way of business, and he never gets his own hands dirty. The only thing he trusts is money. I share your concern, but what if we keep him at arm's length? Use him only to get intel and the supplies we need. Keep it strictly business.
All right.
Also, let him call you after every time you kill a woman and
Yeah.
talk to you about it.
So, we ready to make a deal or what? Okay then, let's talk business.
So there's two funny things
Is a war
I like
zone.
about.
There's product coming in here by the truckload. And you'll be picking up a lot of guns in the field, I'm sure. Whatever guns you don't need, I'll take and buy them off you. That'll earn you points you can cash in for services.
Like what?
$7.
I'll launder your
Yeah,
ID
basically.
guns. No more locks. And I can also sell you the guns I've got in stock. Let me show you.
Just cut out for a second there.
Nice.
We may need to iron out some problems with the
Yeah,
splitter.
we'll figure
I
out
don't
why
think
it's
there's much
doing
we
that.
can do about that.
Yeah.
though.
Sure, you can use non-ID guns. I'm gonna have to suppress the old nanomachines you got in you. Otherwise, they'll interfere with the system. Here, stick yourself with this. It's full of suppressor nanomachines. Relax. It won't hurt.
Well, that's
You're
not what
scared
I'm
of
worried
needles or
about. I just don't want you to inject me with a
I
completely
mean, last
alien
time someone
substance.
injected me.
Yeah.
I thought he said it wouldn't hurt.
See? No sweat. Now you can use non-ID guns, no problem. Hey, be nice to our guest. Step outside.
So I think that's supposed to be like a sort of naturally hairless chimp. But when I first played this game, I thought it was a chimp that Drebin shaves.
Yeah, every day.
Problem.
It's about the discipline of it, you know.
From now on, when you pick up an ID gun that says lock, you just let me know. You name it, I can launder it. Of course, it'll cost you. The going rate depends on the war price at the time.
Have some decorum,
Man, I gotta
man.
give this shit a rest.
You know, yeah, you
like
can
you're
drink a
pretty
soda
well for
without
yourself.
burping
Belching
it every
every
sip.
time
You might say that.
Take a gulp.
What with the war economy and all, and the system clamping down on things. System codes are the law now, and control's essentially absolute, paving the way for fat profits if you're willing to bend the law. Demand keeps on growing thanks to the war economy. I sell ID guns to the PMCs and state armies, and naked guns to terrorist groups and paramilitaries. And these ID guns can't be sold on the black market. System's practically a license for us arms dealers to print money.
So you're basically a huge piece of shit.
The military's made the PMCs big and bloated. And the fatter the PMCs get, the line between civilian and soldier is gonna get real blurry.
It's fine. They knew the risks.
Sooner or later,
They knew a guy like
the
me
whole
might
damn
exist.
race will be playing cops. More like we're all gonna be fighting proxy wars. But hey, this war economy puts the food on my table. You're a green collar too, aren't you? Yeah, it's in your eyes. You've seen a lot of combat.
What makes you think you know me?
Nothing to be ashamed of. I'm the same way. I grew up here too. I got no interest in the outside world. All right then. If you need me, holla. We specialize in speedy service. Catch my drift? I have you.
That's fine.
It's happening more and more frequently. It worries me.
I feel like Kojima thought that I Have You was going to be the new, like, Kept You Waiting Her, or, like, you know, that kind of thing, but nobody...
Nobody gives a shit. So from this point forward, we can call Drebin to, like, launder guns for us, which effectively means, like, you can pay money to, like, buy guns that you have picked up, and I think a few that you haven't picked up, like special guns. And that every gun you pick up. So now Otacon's gonna like.
I know what you're thinking, but Drebin does have a point. The world depends on war, on the war economy. Can you imagine what would happen if war just disappeared overnight?
Otacon.
Both mentioned what a horrible idea.
Yeah. It's like the fucking Lionel Hutz. Can you imagine a world without lawyers?
One that fluctuates according to demand, not only for PMCs and military industry, but for the production, distribution, and energy supply networks that support them. It's been growing by leaps and bounds, and investors are really starting to take notice. As the fighting in any given area becomes increasingly intense and prolonged, the war price goes up. No doubt Drebin's rates are linked to that war price. The longer and bloodier a battle becomes, the higher service prices are going to get. To put it another way, the quieter things are, the better the bargains. Snake, we'll use the Mark II to deal with Drebin from here on out. He's what you might call a street vendor. The Mark II can act as a kind of delivery boy, connect you with him. I'm adding a Drebin menu item to the Mark II's weapon menu. Whenever you pick up multiple units of the same weapon, any extras will automatically be sold to Drebin. Any ammo that's inside gets added to your cache. In other words, you keep the ammo, and the weapon itself gets traded to Drebin for points.
I see.
You can then use the points you've earned to unlock ID guns or buy new weapons.
Sounds good.
We should assume Drebin has other
playing
agents
the
collecting
gacha game
guns
we've been
for
playing
besides
too.
you, Snake.
Yeah.
You know, freelance green collars who collect weapons in exchange for services.
Guess I'll have to rely on him for now.
Okay.
You get
now go
you
meet
get
up with
one
our
free
informers.
pull
Wrap
of
it.
the banner, and then you have to play for 10 hours to unlock the next one. But you only have to play for 8 hours to unlock the one after that. There's also a mercy mechanic that after 100 pulls, you get one free pull. Right, so we got an M4. Yeah, head into Drebin shop for ammo, custom parts, and ID-free weapons. So yeah, like you can buy a hysterical amount of guns that you simply don't need.
Yeah, it's happening with more and more frequency. This.
Yeah, the longer we go on. I can buy a
have to look
Playboy
into
for
this.
200
Holy.
Drebin points. Right, we'll get that. So like, yeah, this is where I think the Call of Duty influence kind of like really starts to like be obvious. Me when I'm aiding someone in my contacts, I'm adding a Terry menu to my item, to my phone. Yeah, like you can buy like like suppressors and grenade
200
launchers
DP.
and underslung
That's nothing.
shotguns and stuff.
You have to work your ass off for suppressors in the last game. What is it in this game?
Yeah.
200 DP.
200
no bother.
DP. Just you buy scopes and like angled foregrips, and it's all very John Wick. Like Snake walks into the gun store. Mr. Snake, the usual, I presume.
Mr. Snake.
Yeah. Yeah. but like, you know, what is the difference between these two guns? Like a Russian
One
9mm
has
automatic, a silence pistol for special ops.
The one below has a C in the second.
Wow, it was 12 and that holds
characteristic.
6.
Dab.
Ooh, yeah, like exactly. I feel like there is a class of person who really gets really into this and is like, oh, I love all these like gun stats and I, you know, oh, I go and look at the MP7 and look, I can. Oh, that's my receipts. How do you like? Maybe it's in my weapons menu. Yeah, you can see like the range drop off and the damage and the, you know, the. Oh, yeah, I can customize it. So I can put a grenade launcher on. Oh, it costs quite a lot of DP. Can I customize this at all? Oh, look, I can put a muzzle mount on it. Suppressor. I can put a dot sight on. That's 20,000 DP. I have. Wait, I have 11,000. Wow. So I can't actually afford that. Then. But I never really thought this was that fascinating. Yeah. Like, it's a gun, right?
Some people are like truly like really into guns. But
Yeah,
I don't
some
think
people
either of us are
really love.
there.
Like, me, I look at this and I'm like, the Mark 17, the M4 Custom, the AK 102. Like, what is the difference between these? Like, if you look at the stats, like this one seems better, I guess. And that looks like what's that? Like the Scar.
CBD.
Like, wow.
This was in a bunch of games. It's in Fortnite as well. Like the.
I love to imagine running your finger along the top and it goes like.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, very tactile looking gun. But yeah, this kind of does nothing for me. But I think this is again like one of these like, it's like a commentary on what other games were doing at the time. But then it also just replicates it.
Yeah.
Almost, you know. Exactly. It's kind of wild because Call of Duty 4 is the only one that really leans into this, but it only came out like 6 or 7 months before this did. Yeah, so this must have been in development whilst that game was in development as well. But at the same time, like it feels like a very sort of pointed satire of like what other games were doing at the time.
It's also kind of just following in the footsteps of MGS2, which is already making fun of players for playing war games, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas this is just even more specific about like you know, obsessing over the different specs of the guns.
Yeah. I like that it gives you all these, like, it gives you the temperature, humidity, wind direction, and like
Weather's
the
fine.
wind speed. The weather's fine. It gives you all this kind of like tactical information that you might think would impact anything. Doesn't really.
Middle East, no country,
Yeah.
you know.
Middle
Don't
East.
want to get too.
Somewhere in the Middle East. Which you can see as being kind of lazy, but also is sort of like, again, like.
I mean, that's the
a
thing.
lot of these games were sort
so
of
much
just
of
like,
MGS4 kind of is this line of like, is it lazy or tired or is it pointed? Like,
yeah.
Oh, it says Middle East. It's all, you know. In other games, it's all interchangeable. Or are we literally that game just going? I don't know, over there.
Yeah. Where are we? We're in the Middle East.
Reminds me of when you were
somewhere.
playing We Love Katamari the other day, and when you go to the Middle East, it's all tanks.
Yeah. Yeah, you go to the Middle East and it's just all like oil drilling platforms and tanks. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, so yeah, maybe it's guaranteed to arouse interest of males ages 18 to 80. But once you're 81, you
You're
can
no
lose
longer
all
horny.
interest in Playboy. Grip the magazine in your hands with the L1 button. Carefully plant it using the R1 button. To view the magazine, continue to hold the L1 and R1 button, and then press the circle button. So, there we go.
When do you get to do the articles?
They're in there. A bit samey, this magazine. Oh shit.
No, I want that back.
I
Smear
don't
yourself on it.
I don't know that you can pick it back up again. Right, well.
It's definitely next passerby.
Yeah. I spent 200 Drebin points on that. It's just for the next passerby to admire.
Very true comment from Sitting there. When they re-release this in the Master Collection, it's going to be Woke 500 pics of Miles Tummy. They have already, Konami have already reached out about that.
Yeah, they've actually been, like, that's why we're streaming this right now. It's part of, like, a partner program. I'm a little bit embarrassed to talk about it, because, you know, I think it, you know, interferes with my perceived objectivity on these games. Imagine a petro bomb. Where I'm supposed to go. Right. How do I drop down? That way. But yeah, so now from whenever you pick up guns, you just sell it for Drebin points, which you can then use to buy more guns.
The walls could come down any second.
The walls could come down any second.
Will they?
No. So there we go. Oh, look, it's all dusty on the screen. So...
War as hell.
Yeah. So immersive. That's what I dislike about these camera effects, is that they're an attempt to make it feel immersive. And I'm kind of annoyed with the idea of, like, trying to immerse players by putting camera effects on. I think it's just annoying. Like, oh my god, this guy's got sniped. Who was sniping him? That guy again.
You okay? I get some
You okay?
riddles by a machine gun.
These guys are on our side, I think. Yeah, so in every conflict, I'm going to take the side of the underdogs, because I think that's a fun thing to do. But also, you start on the side of the underdogs.
You're in a truck, so might as well.
Well, you're in a truck with them, but then you're also like, ow! I think I just got dinged by a bullet. You also, like, when you start like these levels, is like, you know, you are with the militia guys, for example, and the enemy soldiers are over there. And the PMCs, like, they shoot at you when they see you, whereas the militia guys don't, like, immediately. I think if they haven't seen you kill any soldiers, they do. But, like, or incapacitate any soldiers. But yeah, the militia guys shot at me first. Sorry, the PMCs shot at me, so I went to town on them, and now the militia love me. That was a good bit of gameplay, wasn't it? Walking through a ruined building. Snake, no! He's on our side. Oh, we're on his side.
This is great.
Who's there?
Go away! I'm not done yet!
We have fun.
Stop! Stop right there!
No!
Get back here!
So that just feels very stupid. It's like, oh, broke cardboard box, but woke.
Barrel.
Get inside the barrel.
Yeah. That was the problem with this cutscene, is that the guy was in a barrel rather than a box.
Hey, I like the idea of getting inside a barrel.
This guy's onto something.
Drum. A battered, rusty old oil drum. Equip it to hide inside. In fact, I should probably Crazy buys at Drebin Shop today. Everything 20% off. So yeah. So I think Sydney mentioned earlier in the chat on actual Sundays, and I think Wednesdays too. As long as your system clock says it's a Sunday or a Wednesday, you get a discount. So I think, that's why we've got a discount. It's now Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
It's Sunday in the UK. So yeah, we've got a discount, 20% off. Woo. So there's also a story event later on in the game that causes a lull in the war economy. That also causes like a 50% discount, and that's when you want to buy like all your silly items.
Is there a birthday event that happens in MGS5?
I can't remember. I don't know that there is, because you don't ever put your birth date in.
I believe there's something in Death Stranding about it. Annoyingly, I was playing Death Stranding around my birthday, and then the one day I didn't play that week was my birthday because I was too busy. So, it makes you put in your birthday so something happens, but I didn't see it.
But yeah, like, when you've played this game a bunch of times, you unlock like hidden items like the bandana and the stealth camouflage and you have to buy them using like your war economy points, but you always want to wait until either I think chapter 5 or like a Sunday or a Wednesday, so you get your 20% discount. Or I think what Drebin was trying to communicate to us is the more killing you do in a level, the more stuff costs. And if you can try and sneak through the level, costs stay low. But if you're shooting your way through the level, costs go higher. But we've got a 20% discount and everything. So
Death Stranding Mads Mikkelsen tells you he loves you and wish you a happy birthday. That would have been nice. Cliff was like the one element I liked of Death Stranding in terms of the characters. So
I want to unequip. Let's use the M4. Why not? I need to use the and start using. I can use the drum. I need to use the iPod. I've got a track for it. Where are we? So it actually works like an iPod, like the old iPods did. So let's go to music. What artists do we have? Tasha Farrow, Kojima Productions, Sergey Mantis.
Okay.
Not bad.
That's good.
Two-hand princess. Enough of that. So you lose sight gauge every time Snake does that, like, oh, my back's hurting. Love to Terrence, can't be seen in this, even though it's been out since the 70s. Yeah, true. Love to Terrence is a great song. What the hell happened there? Try and get up on that car for a second. Oh, what am I doing? I'm kind of just playing this by muscle memory, so if I end up walking in weird places and doing weird things, that's why. Right. Where are the soldiers we want? Yeah, these are PMCs, right?
Yeah.
So
right in front of us. Oh, there's two just over there. Sandbags over there.
It's a striker. The PMCs have sent reinforcements. Now their defensive line is a lot thicker. It's going to be tougher to break through.
No, it's
That
not.
striker will be shooting at you too. Stay on your toes. It might be best to avoid that area altogether if you can.
They detected me. So, in this game, I mean, especially on easy difficulty, being detected has never come with fewer penalties. I can destroy them.
Understood. Regroup and
I think I'm actually doing any damage to that. Whatever. Shot him right in the. Right in the wall.
Whoa. Roll out of that one.
We got him. Good work, lads. You'll love me.
Guy's like refusing to look at you.
No. Are you okay? Right, lads, what's the plan? Charge? No.
Help me out, okay?
Sure.
Did you kill that guy?
Look, he ran in front of me. I'm trying to get the sniper.
So all your friends are dead now. Stress, 0.3% at the death of a comrade.
I'm very stressful, that guy.
Stress,
Just
0.7% at the presence of a fly.
can't tell whether that guy's dead or not, so we'll just assume he is. That's not how you want to hold your gun.
You shoot that thing?
You mind explaining?
So they're over there and we're over here, and we're trying to kill. Rude.
Hey.
Yeah. Look, he's dead now. He died the way he lived. Face down, ass up. Briefly detected before I killed that guy.
Sounded like they're all being killed. We did it! Ah!
Yeah, we won. I guess. Was that guy up here? Ooh, a grenade. Got grenade. What the fuck? How did that happen?
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
Look how Snake adopts this weird little falling posture. Ooh.
Flank him!
Camouflage against the truck.
We've got a hostile!
Oh
What
my
the fuck?
god.
Who threw that? Well, let's not talk about that. I was trying to take them out non-lethally. I don't know why. Oh, hi there.
We can't spare any reinforcements. You'll have to make do.
Oh, hi. This game plays like much more of like just third-person shooting stuff. Especially if you're playing it on this difficulty and not being particularly careful about sneaking. Good night, Sin.
We'll probably think about ending soon.
Yeah, I mean, we're about to meet. Well, we could get through the scene. This is quite. Yeah, we'll end probably soon.
Rat Patrol. Right?
Yeah, we're about to meet Rat Patrol. Should we get to Rat Patrol or should we call it here? What do you think?
Up to you.
Yeah, we could call it here.
Alright.
Been going for a while.
The Advent Palace.
The Advent Palace.
That's what it said on was called when you came through here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Advent Palace.
You open any door and it's
yeah, that's a good point
chocolate
for
inside.
Sydney. We can have a lot of good time with Rat Patrol next time. Advent Palace.
You just got that one.
Yeah. Very good, very good. Final Fantasy VII Advent Palace. Is that anything?
That's good.
Yeah. Now, as you can see, I have a lot of save games for opening end. Liquid Easy 2024, right? Okay, that's our save file. So. Yeah, I mean, all the rest are going to be like, God, when was the last time I played this game?
Probably like a year and a half ago.
Was it? Let's find out. 2021.
Okay,
yeah. Yeah.
Last time we played it, I guess, 3 years ago now. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess this would have been when you and I.
When I was visiting you in the old house.
Wonder why I saved twice here. But then all these are like. Even then, these are more recent than I was expecting. I mean, this is a new
They're all on Liquid Easy. Could not be fucked.
Well, so yeah, it lets you restart.
They can all hold the phone.
Yeah, it lets you restart the. There we go. Lets you restart the game on different difficulties, and I think I always restart on Liquid Easy because you'd think you'd get fewer Drebin points for lower difficulties. Completely opposite. You get more Drebin points on lower difficulties. So if you want to buy the Tanagashima matchlock rifle and you want to buy the bandana and stuff, play on Liquid Easy and get I think you get 50% extra Drebin points. But yeah, I think the cutscenes in this game are quite fun, but the gameplay, as you can see, is a little bit more.
Yeah.
A bit more weird.
Next time we got Rat Patrol.
Rat Patrol, very fun.
Got a cool fight in a cutscene.
Yeah, we might even make it. We won't make it to a cool boss fight, I don't think, because that's at the end of chapter 2.
When's the next cool boss fight? Yeah.
Don't know that there is one necessarily. Yes, I want to cancel the save operation. But yeah, thanks for swinging by, everyone. I'll see you when I see you.
Bye.